Alright guys, there's a lot of magic pills out there to lose weight and stay lean, but I like to do it naturally. So if you want to know how to structure a proper nutrition plan that's simple and easy to follow, pay attention. In today's video, we're just going to break down a simple way to structure your nutritional plan that you can follow as a busy professional, a father, or a young man trying to get into personal development and trying to improve yourself, and you want to kind of lose some weight, get toned, and get healthy. All right, so let's get right into it. And I think that the first step is really understanding where you are. So you're going to have to do an analysis of your maintenance calories. That's very simple. Go to Google. All right, so it's very simple. You go over to Google and you type in maintenance calorie calculator. All right, I'm going to walk you through this real quick. You're going to put in your age. I am old, 43. I am short, but not complaining. And I am very lean right now and kind of skinny. I'm actually like 147 right now. Trying to pack on some muscle this year. So moderate activity, exercise 4 to 5 times a week. That's pretty realistic for me right now. Continue. All right, so according to that, just very simple. You don't want to overcomplicate this. I think this is more than enough for most of you guys, especially if you're just getting started with your nutrition. All right, so it shows right here that in order to maintain my weight, I'd have to be at 2,250 calories, and that is actually precisely what I'm eating right now. And I can show you on my CalAI app, it is set to 2,250. I don't know if you can see that, but that is exactly my calorie goal for the day in order to maintain my weight. I actually need to up that a little bit pretty soon in order to start gaining some weight and putting on some muscle mass in 2026. So if you look here, to lose a pound a week, which in my opinion is a lot, right? But if you're more than 10 to 20 pounds overweight, I think 1 a week is fair. You want to see progress quickly. You want to be happy with your progress, and that's probably going to be the most you will be able to lose if you're a busy guy. So 1 pound a week, you want to do this in a healthy way. That's about a $500 calorie deficit. So that's a lot. You're going to be hungry. But I think after a couple of days, maybe even after a week or two, you'll get used to it and you'll see the weight melt off, especially if you're also starting your fitness journey as well. So this is really all you need. All right, if you scroll down, you'll see that it even gives you options like the zigzag calorie cycling, which I don't really care for because I don't really have cheat meals or anything. I don't really cheat on the weekends for the most part. But if you wanted to, because maybe you're not at work and you eat more on the weekends and you have events to go to, you can actually up your calories on the weekends and then lower them again during the week. And as a whole, the whole week, on average, you will be within your calorie deficit. But in my opinion, I think you use an app like the CalAI, which I'll link in the description. You can use my link there for that. If you use that, it's very simple. You just take a picture of what you're eating. It gives you a very accurate calorie count. It also does protein, fats, and carbs. And I think that's more than enough for most guys. You want to keep it really simple. All right, so if you want to get a little more in depth, you can scroll down and there's other calculators and there's other formulas that you can follow and get into. I don't really get into all that. I'm trying to keep it simple. I'm a busy guy. I don't have time for that. All right, so let's get out of that. Another thing that's very important, you don't want to overcomplicate this whole nutrition thing, okay? Because a lot of people get discouraged when they don't see the weight coming off. But you have to understand that your body is going through a process of a transition. Your body is going to be changing the way it consumes and digests food. It's changing the way it burns energy, especially if you are starting to do some cardio, running, cycling, swimming, whatever it is that you're doing. Your body's going to go through some changes and it's going to take some time. All right, and one more thing that I think is very important is you want to keep it super simple when it comes to the calculator and how you track your calories and the ingredients that you're using. A little secret that I give my guys in my coaching program is I call it the 10-10-10 rule. And the nutritional part of the 10-10-10 is one of those 3 10s, is basically just picking 10 ingredients, 10 foods, and you stick to those 10 ingredients for the rest of your journey, right? You can obviously deviate here and there, especially if you eat out. But I'll give you an example. For me, it's like rice, ground beef, chicken, Fruits, I count them all as one. Then I have dates, I have butter, I have cheese, milk, eggs, and potato, for example. And then beyond that, in my case, because I'm already past that kind of that phase where I need it to be super simple. Right now, I have honey, I have sauerkraut, I have other things, of course. But at the beginning, if you can just pick 10 ingredients, whole foods preferably, and just stick to those. So you pick those 10, you write them down, and that's basically your grocery list every week. Plus, of course, some of the things like spices, sugar, honey, whatever it is that you need in order to prepare meals or your coffee, whatever it may be. If you can keep it really simple, you're golden. All right, so to recap, you want to figure out where you stand by using a calorie calculator like the one I just showed you. Just Google it. And then once you establish your calorie intake, then you want to figure out your 10 ingredients. You want to just stick to these 10 ingredients to keep things very simple. And when it comes to protein, there's a lot of information online about that. I mean, you can just look that up. But the general rule is you want to consume about 1 gram of protein for every pound of body weight. And the way that I like to think about it is if you weigh 150 pounds and you want to lose 20 pounds, so you want to get down to 130, you should consume 130 pounds. So you should be consuming 1 gram of protein for every pound of body weight, but of your desired weight. So that's basically how you keep things super simple, and you can get started with that today. You can go hop on Google, figure out your maintenance, go over to your grocery store, pick up those 10 ingredients, and start today. Okay? And you can actually do the same exact process, the same exact thing, keeping it very simple for your fitness journey. And if you want to know how to get started on your fitness journey, you've never been to the gym or you've been out of the gym for decades, watch this video next where I structure a proper fitness plan that is easy to follow and will get you results quickly. Peace.